Hey, I'm Pim from Stans NoTubes UK, and I'm here to tell you why Tubeless is the best system for your bike and how to set it up. First of all, I'm going to tell you why Tubeless is the best system. It reduces your risk of punctures, it creates a lighter wheel system, and it creates a more comfortable ride. I'm going to show you how to set your bike up tubeless. We're going to show you on a road bike, but it's the same system for any bike, and show you all the kit you need. Tubeless is super easy to set up, but there are some specific tools you'll need to get yourself going. You need to check whether your wheels and tyres are tubeless compatible. You can do this by visiting your local bike shop or looking online. Let's talk about the kit you need. Stans sells all the kits separately, but we also make these specific kits for road and mountain that have all the bits in one place. They're specified by tape width and valve length. They're noted here on the front of the pack. Make sure you check with your local bike shop or online for the correct tape width for your wheels. Each pack contains an instruction manual, tubeless tape, tubeless valves, and tubeless sealant. To do your tubeless setup, you will need isopropyl alcohol or degreaser, a sharp pick or skewer, sharp scissors, tyre levers, and a track pump. You may also need a valve core remover. So now we're going to show you how to tubeless your wheels. First of all, you're going to need to prep your rims. Obviously, remove your old tyres, rim tape, and that'll leave you with old sticky residue. You need to get your isopropyl alcohol or degreaser, spray it all over the rim, and using an old rag, clean off any leftover residue. Next up, we need to put the tubeless tape on the rim. There is a specific way of doing this. It's not normal tape, but it's very easy if you follow these simple steps. First of all, peel off a nice length of tape, enough to cover about 30 centimeters of rim. You want to start from the opposite side of the rim to the valve hole and work your way round, pulling the tape nice and tight as you go, making sure that there's no creases in the tape as you stick it down. Do this for the whole circumference of the rim. Once you get to your start point, overlap about 15 centimeters. Using your scissors, make a nice neat cut and stick it down firmly. A top tip, if you're working in a cold garage or shed, is to pop your tape on a radiator, let the glue warm up and make it a bit easier to use. Next up, we're going to need to make a hole for your valve. Using a sharp pick, make a nice round circular hole so your valve can go directly in. Try and avoid using any blades or edged objects which might create splits in the tape, because this will carry on up the tape and make sealant leak through. Next step is to push your valve through the hole you've made with your pick, putting your lock ring on the other side to create a nice tight seal. To create an even tighter seal, push down on the top of the valve and screw at the same time. Before we put any sealant in, we need to get the tyre seated onto the rim. To do this, you can use a normal track pump, but if you're struggling, you can use an air compressor or air shot. Now, you need to put your track pump onto your valve, pump up your tyre until both beads have snapped onto the rim. You'll know it's worked when you hear loud pops and the tyre's snapped into place. For most setups, we recommend putting sealant in through the valve. To do this, simply use the valve core remover to take the valve core out. Then, using the bottles provided, simply shake them up and pour the sealant in through the valves. For mountain bikes, you'll be provided a pint bottle. Check the back of this bottle for the quantity of sealant needed. For road bikes, use one bottle per tyre. Once that's done, simply use the valve core remover to put your valve core back in place, making sure it's done up tight. One thing to note, if you're using our race sealant, which is a thicker formula than our standard sealant, we recommend putting it straight into the tyre. To do this, simply unbead one side of the tyre and put it directly in. Don't forget, when pouring sealant into the tyre, turn the bottle all the way up so it mixes properly. Now you've got sealant in the tyre, spin the wheel to circulate the sealant, then re-inflate. Another tip, if your tyres are leaking sealant through the sidewalls, is to lie your tyres side down for about half an hour on either side to fill those small gaps. Now your tyres are set up, reinstall them on your bike, leave them overnight to make sure the setup's worked okay. Out on your first ride, try dropping your pressures. This will give you more comfort, better traction, and overall more enjoyment from the ride. One thing to remember is that Stans sealant won't last forever. For our standard sealant, it will last 9 months, and our race sealant 6 months. At those times, you'll need to unseat your tyre, clean out any old sealant, and top up with fresh sealant. You'll be good to go for another 6 months at least after that. Thanks for watching. You now know how to set up your tubeless tyres. If you need any more information, go to your local Stans dealer or look online, and make sure you visit us on social at Stans NoTubes UK.